When your cat licks your hair, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Yes, it's adorable. But behind that sweetness, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat can do. And if you misunderstand it, which most owners do, you could be missing signals they've been sending for years. Let's start with what this really means. 1. The family initiator. Have you ever been lying on the couch, minding your own business, when your cat suddenly climbs up and starts aggressively washing your scalp? You probably think they just like the taste of your shampoo, or maybe they're just being a little weird. But here's what most people don't realize. This behavior is rooted in a highly specific social ritual called allogrooming. According to renowned feline behaviorist John Bradshaw, cats in the wild only groom individuals they consider to be part of their immediate inner circle family. It's a survival instinct designed to establish peace and unity within a colony. When your cat takes the time to lick your hair, they are officially inducting you into their family unit. They aren't just tasting your hair products, they are bridging the gap between your species and theirs. It's their way of saying, "You are one of mine now." It's an incredibly profound gesture of acceptance that shows you've earned their deepest trust. But this ritual isn't just about making you feel included. It's also about a subtle form of ownership, which brings us to our next point. 2. The invisible signature. Do you notice how your cat always seems to target the very top of your head or the nape of your neck when they start licking? We usually assume it's just the easiest part of us for them to reach while we're sitting down. But here's what most people don't realize. They are deliberately creating a shared family scent. Researchers at the University of Lincoln have found that cats rely heavily on scent to distinguish friend from foe, creating a group odor to mark their safe harbor. Your cat's saliva contains their unique scent profile. By meticulously working it into your hair, they are quite literally stamping you with their invisible signature. In their minds, they are wrapping you up in a blanket of belonging, so that any other animal that comes near you will instantly know you are spoken for. It's a fiercely loyal declaration of love. You are their human, and they want the whole world to know it. Yet, claiming you with their scent is just the beginning of what that rough sandpaper tongue is actually doing for them emotionally. 3. The living comfort blanket. Does your cat ever start licking your hair right after a loud noise, a disruption in the house, or when they seem just a little bit on edge? You might guess they're just distracted, acting quirky, or trying to ignore whatever just scared them. But here's what most people don't realize. They are actually using you to self-soothe. A fascinating study published in the journal Animal Cognition reveals that the rhythmic, repetitive motion of grooming releases a powerful rush of endorphins in a cat's brain. It acts as a natural stress reliever. When the world feels overwhelming, they don't just hide. They seek out your hair. By licking you, they are calming their own nervous system. You are their safe space. They literally use you as their living, breathing comfort blanket because your physical presence combined with the act of grooming makes them feel anchored and secure. It's a beautiful display of reliance. They trust you enough to bring them peace. Which brings us to an even more tender, instinctual reason they focus so intently on the hair on your head. 4. The mothering instinct. Have you ever felt that scratchy tongue working through your hair while they simultaneously knead your shoulder with their little paws? It's easy to joke that they're just trying to tenderize you, or maybe they're just trying to fix your messy morning bedhead. But here's what most people don't realize. Your cat is actually slipping into a deeply ingrained maternal state. Dr. Sarah Ellis, a leading feline behaviorist, explains that this specific combination of kneading and licking perfectly mimics how a mother cat cares for her vulnerable kittens. Even if your cat is male, or has never had a litter, this hardwired instinct bubbles up when they feel an overwhelming surge of affection. They are, in essence, mothering you. It's a display of pure, protective love, where they want to nurture you and keep you safe from harm. They look at you and feel a profound duty to cherish you, just as they were once cherished. This deep urge to care for you actually leads to something quite hilarious and surprising about how they view your daily habits. 5. The hygiene intervention. Why is it that your cat almost always insists on washing your hair when you've literally just stepped out of the shower? Most people think the cat is offended by the strong, artificial smell of your soap and desperately wants to wash it away. But here's what most people don't realize. They actually think you are terrible at grooming yourself. Researchers at the University of Tokyo suggest that cats perceive their human companions as large, somewhat clumsy, hairless cats who completely fail at basic feline hygiene. When you step out of the shower with wet hair, your cat sees a helpless family member who doesn't know how to dry off or clean themselves properly. They are stepping in to take care of you, performing a hygiene intervention because they love you enough to make up for your shortcomings. They are dutifully doing the hard work you apparently can't do yourself. It's an act of selfless devotion, disguised as a funny quirk. And this urgent need to watch over you builds up to a fascinating dynamic that often happens when you are completely unaware. 6. The Midnight Guardian. Does your cat ever wake you up in the middle of the night by gently, or sometimes not so gently, rasping their tongue across your hair? It's incredibly tempting to think they're just bored, wide awake, and trying to annoy you into getting up to feed them. But here's what most people don't realize. They're actively checking on your vital signs. Applied animal behaviorist Pam Johnson-Bennett notes that sleep is the most vulnerable state for any animal in the wild. When you are unconscious, you can't defend yourself. By grooming your hair while you sleep, your cat is standing guard. They are mingling their scent with yours, assuring themselves that you are alive, warm, and responsive. It's a night watchman's check-in. They are sacrificing their own rest to ensure that their most precious companion is safe in the dark. It is a profound act of loyalty and protection that goes far beyond a simple desire for a midnight snack. But all of these fascinating behaviors ultimately culminate in one final, overarching message that every single cat owner truly needs to hear. The ultimate vulnerability. When you put all these incredible pieces together, the social bonding, the scent marking, the soothing, the mothering, and the guarding, it all points to the purest, most unfiltered form of unconditional love. We all know that cats are notoriously independent creatures. They do not give their affection away lightly, and they certainly don't bow to expectations. So when your cat climbs onto your chest, presses their little nose into your scalp, and starts rhythmically licking your hair, they are offering you the absolute highest compliment in the feline world. You aren't just a food provider or a warm piece of furniture to them. You are their family, their sanctuary, and their heart. They trust you with their life, and by grooming you, they're trusting you with their soul. It's a deeply intimate ritual that proves they have chosen you, completely and without a single reservation. The next time you feel that rough, scratchy tongue pulling at your hair, don't push them away. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and realize you are experiencing a moment of profound, ancient connection. You are being loved in the most authentic way a cat knows how. And honestly, that might change the way you see your cat forever.